Hello, I am Baron Battlebread, and I am the game master of Whispers and Regate, and I will be taking this party through their adventure. Our group of adventurers starts in a waiting room of the Nata Company. Most of them on the payroll already, being summoned for I would say, an out-of-pocket scenario. Whispers throughout the company have said that something has gone wrong, and they have brought in people that they are aware can keep secrets. Elise, how long have you been on their payroll?
Elise has been on the payroll for at least as long as they've been in this limbo, probably several years before that.
Gotcha. You're sitting in a waiting room with 3 other individuals. Where are you, would you say?
Elise would be facing the rest of the waiting room in probably a far corner seat, with a ledger that she's auditing, looking for any discrepancies.
Excellent. Thaddeus, you've also been on the Nata Company payroll, though for a much shorter amount of time.
I have. I was hired as an independent contractor.
Where are you in this room?
I would be sitting near the door. Kind of observing everybody else, just sort of keeping to myself.
Excellent. Shimmer, you are not on the Nata Company payroll. Where are you sitting in this room?
I am not. I am standing. I am leaning against the wall, staring into the waiting room. Messing with something. Can't really tell what. Other than it's metallic.
Kind of fidgeting, huh?
Yep. You know that thing where you take something and stick it between your fingers? She's doing that.
Sarah, as the 4th person in this room, where are you sitting?
Oh, I'm just standing next to Thaddeus, and I'm just looking around, taking in my surroundings quietly.
You guys would gather that you have been sitting in this room for the better part of an hour. Through the door, you've heard a number of voices. Some excited, some upset. You've heard papers being thrown around, shelves scraping like somebody's moving furniture. You've heard the falling of objects, books, papers, lamps. It sounds like there's a storm in there. You're not sure why. But after the hour, the door flings open. A flurry of papers comes flying out, and you see a gnome standing there, looking a little bit distressed as she motions for you to come inside. Come on. You know why you're here. Let's go.
Okay, I'm getting up and I'm gonna follow the gnome.
She ushers you into her cubicle. Well, not cubicle. She ushers you into her office. And she slams the door behind her. You can see the whole place has been effectively ransacked. She goes, okay, so you know why you're here?
No.
No. I didn't tell you? You didn't get the memo? Oh, gosh. No memos. And you watch her rifle through a stack of papers for a memo. She pulls it out and she goes, yes, okay. So, problems. We have recently built a new safe to store our more dangerous and dastardly inventions.
I am aware.
Yes, good. So you do know why you're here. The problem is there were 4 keys made for the safe, and I have one, and my business partner has one, and our night guard has one, and one of them is missing.
Really?
So you would like us to find the other key? Is that what we are to believe?
Well, no. I mean, if you do find the key along the way, that would be great. However, right now, well, we were going to give it to you anyway, so if you do end up finding it, that would be excellent. But effectively, we're going to send you guys down to test the defenses of our new safe.
Defenses? Certainly. We can do that.
Right. Now, to make this easier on us and harder on you, we're not going to tell you how to get there. Obviously, this is a secret safe, so it would be, out of our depth if we were to tell you where it is. If you can find it and break into it, that is your goal.
Sarah quietly looks up at Thaddeus like, what?
Thaddeus shrugs.
And what is the purpose of finding the safe?
Well, as we said, it's where we put our more dangerous items and experiments that have been created here in the labs, and we need it to be as secure as possible. And well, if we tried to do this out of house, say hiring a bunch of adventurers from the guild, they would know where the safe is, and then somebody could break into it. We do this in-house here. See, you're already sworn to secrecy. You can be sworn to secrecy. And if anything gets out, we know who did it.
That would make the most sense indeed.
Indeed. Elise, roll me a perception check.
15.
Elise, with a 15, you spot a glint of something shiny sticking out from a pile of papers on her desk.
Cast Mage Hand without verbal or somatic components to grab this shiny thing. I can make the spectral hand invisible, stow or retrieve objects, use the thieves' tools to pick locks, disarm traps at range, and also can cast it without verbal or somatic components, make the spectral hand invisible, and its range is increased by 30 feet.
So you're grabbing it with an invisible hand?
Yes, invisible hand without any verbal or somatic components.
All right. Roll me a sleight of hand.
Oh, natural 1, of course.
8 is still pretty good. You grab the object and bring it back to you. While your teammates may notice that you did such a thing, Nala does not, as she is currently whirlwinding her way around the room as she's talking to you. Pulling open books. You see that a bunch of books in her office have secret compartments in them. She's checking this, she's checking that, she's checking everything she can. She's throwing open drawers as she's searching frantically for this object that she's looking for. And she goes, okay, so you have 48 hours to find the vault and break into it, and we are willing to offer you... she pulls out a large sack of coins, and she goes, we're willing to offer you 100 platinum apiece for a successful or unsuccessful break-in. If you break into the vault, without killing yourselves, obviously, we are willing to add an additional 50 platinum bonus. But only if you're able to tell us how you did it and how we can fix it. Is this all good for you?
Elise's eyes are wide, eyeing that pouch of coins. This sounds perfect. You say we get the money even if we fail?
You get the original money if you fail. You get a bonus if you succeed. But you have to succeed within the time limit.
Sarah will pipe up for the first time and say, "But we have to find the vault within the time limit."
You have to find it and break into it. Yes.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's be off with this.
Thaddeus nods his head.
A quick side note here: is it normal for steel defenders to talk?
If they put a voice box in you, there shouldn't be any reason behind it.
I thought they were a mindless construct.
They are mindless.
It doesn't mean they can't
Which is
talk.
why Thaddeus nods
can
his
have-
head. Making
It's
it
just
seem
the-
like he's making the Steel Defender talk for him.
Fair
People
enough.
without any brains are always known for talking. What's the quote? There's a quote.
All right. So, 48 hours from this moment, I expect to see you here or not. Now, shoo! I have to continue looking for this key before Talia gets upset. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And she shoos you out of her office. As the door
We'll be
closes.
seeing you soon.
As the door closes behind you, Elise, you look down at the object that you grasped in your hand, and you, in fact, are holding a large key.
I figured. I like that, by the way. You should take advantage for inspiration for it.
Yeah. Appreciate.
Shimmer, as they leave, is gonna say, incredibly irresponsible for them to lose a key to a vault that has such dangerous things in it.
Their failings are our profits anyway. Key is likely extremely valuable.
You don't wish to extort them for more of a key back, do you?
Of course I do.
Of course
It
you
would.
do.
They would,
It
It
would
was
make
their
breaking
fault
into
for
the vault
losing it.
easier. You have the key. Now you have to find the vault that the key goes to. So, you find yourselves standing. You guys find yourselves on the second floor of the Nata warehouse, having been ushered out of the office. Looking around, you can see that there are people milling about in the middle of experiments. You see people tinkering on things. You see people with clipboards just kind of zooming around, writing down notes, checking inventories, looking at everything. This is the hustle and bustle of an area where you guys have worked for several years at this point. Where would you like to go to start investigating for this vault?
I would like to go to another office and start looking at paperwork to try and find any location type thing or about the vault or just anything about the vault in general.
Sarah is going to look at Thaddeus and be like, "Hey, we've had access to other areas of this place that involve creation of magical items. Surely this vault has magical items. Why don't we look in there?"
I agree.
All right. So you're currently on the second floor where most of the main offices are located. Shimmer, if you would like to roll an investigation check to see if you can find an office that's unlocked and empty, so you can start going through things.
14 investigation.
You do find an office that's unlocked, but you've been in this office before. You don't believe that you'd find any secret paperwork in here. This is more of a general assistance office.
He'll sigh, leave, go back to the group. Roll her eyes a little bit.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything on this floor?
There was more than one office, or just one office?
There are 4 offices. You came out of one. You found one that was unlocked, but it's the assistant's office. There's not a lot of paperwork in there. They're usually out on the floor. There are 2 other offices, but you're pretty sure they're locked.
And potentially have people in them.
Conceivably, there are blueprints or plans somewhere in these offices. There could be, right?
There could be. There are also a whole lot of people in this building. You could also attempt to find somebody to talk to who might know something. Secrets like this don't stay secret in a building with this many people.
I would like to find the person who is most disgruntled looking and ask them.
Okay. The most disgruntled looking.
Yeah, somebody who looks like they really don't want to be there right now. Perhaps somebody who's working on a weekend?
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
That's going to be a 23.
Wow, that's pretty good. With a 23, and having worked here before, you know that down on the main floor there are a number of tinkerers like yourself who are currently working on projects, deadline rush coming up, and they've been working long hours. And, they're probably unhappy with all the things going on around them. Would you like to go talk to one of them?
Yeah, because I happen to know a couple of them. Personally.
Okay. You make your way down, and you find one of your coworkers, Cogspark Gadget Whiz.
It's a mouthful of a name. I never remember it, but okay.
It is a mouthful name. You call him Cogs.
What's that name?
Cogspark Gadget Whiz.
Cogs for short.
You couldn't be anything but a artificer with that kind of name.
He is, in fact, a gnome artificer with that name. You find him at his desk, and you find his desk fairly easily because this particular artificer is constantly swearing at his project. As you get closer to him, you just hear the stream of obscenities, like as he is attempting to take a teeny tiny screw using the wrong screwdriver out of a piece of equipment.
Well, Cogs, how many times have I told you the right tool for the right job? You're going to need that particular screwdriver there.
As you point out this particular screwdriver, where it should be in his toolkit, you notice that it's missing.
Huh.
And he turns to you, he flips up the magnifying lens on his goggles, and he goes, "Yeah, I would love to, but somebody borrowed it and never brought it back."
Did I? Yeah. Sorry about that. Hey, I'll get you your screwdriver back, but could you do you happen to know of any secret doors that were recently installed?
Straight to the point, huh? Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
So while he's doing that, Sarah is going to try and take like a smaller flathead that would fit the screw and see if they can, use their constructed stability to unscrew it.
So while he's distracted, you're going to try and unscrew the screw?
Yep.
That was an 8.
Cogs is going to stand up, and he's going to get real close to you, and he's going to point at you with the screwdriver that he's currently holding. He's going to be like, "If I knew of any secret doors around here, I wouldn't be telling you until I get my screwdriver back."
All right. I'll go get your screwdriver, and I'd like to try to find my tool kit to see if I can find it in there.
Okay. Sarah, roll me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand? Not
Sleight of hand.
like dex based performance or anything. Nope.
Do you have Tinker's tools on you?
Nope. I am a construct.
Without the Tinker's tools, you don't have the proficiency bonus.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, okay. You stole his screwdriver. Go ahead and roll me a dex check.
Dex what?
A dex check.
Oh, so it would be the same as my sleight of hand anyway. Let me find my dex. There. That'd be a 14.
By the time Cogs is finished threatening Thaddeus, he turns around and he sees the screwdriver and the screw. He sees a different screwdriver and the screw sitting on his table. And a tiny construct standing there, looking pleased with herself.
No, I'm just looking blankly at Cogs.
Okay, you're just staring blankly at Cogs. He's like, nah. Thanks. Go give me my screwdriver.
I will try to find the screwdriver if it's around here.
You know that it's currently sitting on Thaddeus's desk.
Oh. Yeah, I'll go get the screwdriver, I guess.
Okay. Sarah is going to wander off towards Thaddeus's toolkit, going to pick up the screwdriver and going to start making their way back. While she's doing that, does anyone else want to say anything?
Shimmer is going to try and get the arcane trickster. I will remember your name one day. To unlock one of the unlocked offices so we can break in and see if we can find paperwork.
So you two stayed on the second floor?
Yeah, that could be a thing.
Okay.
Nearly 60 feet away, Elise is going to use her Mage Hand to pick the locks.
Yeah, all right. Roll me sleight of hand. Are you going for locked office 1 or locked office 2?
Locked office 1.
Got it.
And she'll just nod at Shimmer. I swear, my rolls are always fucking terrible. I got 12. With a +7 modifier, I got 12.
Lucky for you, this is a very simple lock. You knock it open pretty easily, and you're staring into the office of the chief engineer, the overseer of most of the artificers in the place. I feel like if anyone would have a blueprint, it'd be him.
Is he inside?
Nope, the lights are off, the place is dark. He's probably out on the floor helping somebody.
Elise will wave her hands to usher Shimmer in with her without saying a word. And she'll go in and start looking through her very peculiar shiny glasses, which are eyes of minute seeing.
Okay, so you're going to investigate for things.
Yes.
Okay.
Shimmer will also be investigating, but doesn't have any special objects for that.
That is okay.
Did that roll an advantage? It was supposed to. I can't tell.
You'll have to look at it. I can't see it from here. But you get a 24, so that's pretty good. As you go through his office, fairly quickly but meticulously, looking for what you're looking for with a practice hand, you find in a drawer on his desk a small binder that has the initial blueprint of the building on it. The binder's labeled "Not a Warehouse Construction Projects."
I think this is what we're looking for.
It looks like it. Is there any new updates in there? She's gonna try flipping through it a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll me investigation as you do a quick flip through of this binder.
A 3. She is not very proficient at looking at understanding any of this.
It's dark in here. These blueprints, there's a lot of technical jargon on them. You open to the first page. This is definitely the shape of the warehouse in it. You flip through, and on the final page, looking for new updates, you see the shape of the warehouse. So, yeah, you're pretty sure if what you're looking for exists, it's probably in this book.
If I may, my esteemed colleague, may I look through this book?
She'll hand it over. You probably will understand it better than me.
Yeah, okay. If you're taking a turn to flip through the book, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
23.
You flip through the book, having spent more time looking at blueprints the Shimmer has. You find what you're looking for in the middle of the book. And you see there is a freight elevator in the middle of the warehouse that leads down to an unknown destination.
This right here is undoubtedly where we're going to find our mark.
That is impressive that you found it so quickly. We should gather up with meet back up with the other two, and see about getting wherever there is.
I could say with 100 platinum on the line, I am focused on getting this done.
Indeed.
All right. As you two are going to make your way back down to the first floor, we go back to Thaddeus. Thaddeus, you and Sarah have returned the screwdriver to Cogs. So, Cogspark takes the screwdriver back. He mutters a grunt of thanks, and he goes to put that screw that Sarah took out back in to a slightly different spot.
Amazing.
It's almost as if he tried to screw it in previously, figured out it was it's bolt A, not bolt B, and that became a problem.
It's a common thing for Cogs.
Common thing for Cogs. Would you like to ask again if he knows?
So, Cogs, now that you have your screwdriver back and you're apparently screwing in the correct hole, secret doors? Know anything about them?
Roll me a persuasion check.
That one.
Oh boy. What does that get you total?
From the, 9?
Yeah.
Again, 8 to persuasion.
Okay.
All right.
So nat ones are not necessarily a failure on skill checks. I do have things going over the full spectrum. So with a 9, he's gonna turn to you and he's gonna go, I can't say for certain, but it seems like a couple of our guys have been working on projects of request, not personal invention. Couple of doors have been built. A couple of Roman robot types have been built. And I hear somebody was designing some kind of changing maze. They say it's for one of the holidays, but it's never that easy with these people.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
I also hear that somebody changed out part of the floor somewhere in this warehouse. It might be a trapdoor, who knows? I haven't seen it myself, but it's been a while.
Well, thanks, Cogs, for the information.
Sarah will look down at the ground and then walk away in a random direction while still looking directly down.
Okay.
She's trying to find the trap door, but
She's gonna wander around looking for a trapdoor.
she's just wandering around looking directly down. Yes.
Does Do we see this from like the second floor?
As you guys are making your way towards the stairs, you would see out because the second floor looks out over most of the warehouse floor. You would see that you would see Thaddeus and Sarah wandering away from speaking to one of the workers.
Well, time to catch up with them.
I suppose more eyes is better. They seem a bit confused, though.
How far away are they?
They're down on the.
In feet?
If you're looking at an angle, probably about 70 feet. You're
I'm gonna cast message at them, at Thaddeus, and be like, regroup, stairs.
okay. Thaddeus, you get a voice in your head that says to regroup at the stairs.
That's not one of my voices.
I haven't heard that voice before.
Oh, okay. I guess, Sarah, I guess we're going to the stairs.
I will look up, look at you, and then follow shortly behind you to the stairs.
I will be waiting at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. You make your way over to the stairs, regrouping with your new companions. Pretty easy.
We found some things.
Well, I have it on good authority that there is a lift somewhere in the warehouse.
That's do we? I think. Do we?
I thought we were told that we had a trap door.
Yes,
Yeah.
you guys had a trapdoor. We got
All
the
right, we
lift.
have a trap door somewhere in the warehouse.
You also have a shifting maze.
And a
Apparently.
shifting maze.
Shifting maze is interesting. We found some things. She knows more. Jen.
There is a freight elevator that'll take us straight down. This is the freight elevator we're looking for.
Elise shows you the blueprints in the book that give a rough description of where the freight elevator is situated. You notice that it's kind of it's almost right in front of the front doors.
That is a very large elevator.
It's also very exposed.
Yeah, that's going to be too exposed. That might not be something we want to do. At least not right now. We'll have to wait till after hours.
I was going to say, does the Nata warehouse have after hours, or is it 24/7?
The Nata warehouse shuts down at 8.
Okay.
As somebody who's worked here, I happen to know they shut down at 8.
Good job.
I just do what the voices tell me.
It is currently early morning, which means that with the knowledge of the lift, you have probably a good 10 hours to prepare. So what would you guys like to do?
We could look over some other plans, see if they have anything else. Do they have anything about this labyrinth and that thing?
All I was told is that the labyrinth itself was done with a new mechanism that allows it to shift.
When you looked through the book, Shimmer, you didn't see anything about a labyrinth.
Well, I didn't see anything, so I'm asking
Well,
Elise.
it was
I think.
announced.
Yeah, we don't have details on the labyrinth, I don't think.
No, you guys did not find anything about the labyrinth in the book.
So we could look to see if we can find any more information on that.
I think we've pushed our luck here a little.
As much as I would love to help finish looking, I have a backlog of work that I need to get done, and if you'd like, we can meet up later tonight and attempt the elevator door.
May one of you get, I don't remember what the, I think there's a dungeoneering pack.
Mhm.
May one of you get a dungeoneering pack for me?
I guess I could. Yes. Go find one somewhere. Do you have any way to pay for it? 'Cause I'm not paying for it myself.
No. Thad?
Elise is just not willing to part with her all of her
At
money.
this point,
any of her money.
Thaddeus is lost in his work.
I will nonchalantly walk directly to Thaddeus, take his coin purse, and start pulling out 25 gold.
That seems about normal.
Yeah, he doesn't even question it. Does not attempt to stop
Nope.
you.
Yep, I will
I'll
hand
take it.
25 gold to Thad. This should be enough, correct?
I believe so.
Okay.
And she's gonna go find one for her.
Fucking takes 25 gold. Doesn't ask for it.
All right.
Keep
So
the change.
Thaddeus is going to work. I guess he
I am
says he
helping
will meet you here later this evening, which puts Shimmer and Elise go out and gather supplies for your heist.
Well, we need to get that dungeoneering pack. We also need some other supplies, most likely. A rope. You ever hear that legend of the labyrinth and Theseus and Eridine? A rope, so you're not to get lost. It could be helpful. So, I don't know how long of a rope we'd need.
I do keep a rope on me. 50 feet is how long my rope is.
Do I even have rope?
I don't know.
I do not. I don't have any rope.
Get 4 coils of rope extra.
I will begin working to show that we belong. I'm going to create some forgeries of certification that suggest we are there to repair the labyrinth. Naturally, a mechanical enclosure such as this would have repair personnel.
That would make a lot of sense. You wouldn't want your investment to go bad, now would you?
Certainly not. And furthermore, disguises, even simple ones, will help us be more believable within this facility.
And Shimmer's just gonna grin and completely change form.
Okay.
Yep. So now she looks like something else.
What does
Not
she
sure
look
what.
like?
A half elf. Yeah, let's say she looks like a half elf man. Wow. And then speaking of. You mean something like this?
Not to be outdone, because Elise can be very insecure. She's going to cast Disguise Self on herself and burn a first level spell slot. To do the same thing. It's like, she doesn't say this, but the thought is, oh yeah, you think you're so cool, you can change form, look at me.
Indeed, perfect.
They're gonna get on great.
You guys are standing in the middle of the floor while doing this.
I was assuming we were walking out the door.
Oh,
Yeah.
are
Yeah,
you
I
outside?
assumed that they had already left.
Okay, so you guys have already left. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as you're walking down the street, you change form, both of you. Where are you headed?
Probably toward the bazaar. That would make the most sense.
You guys are are headed down the street. Roll me a perception check.
12.
14.
Got it. As you guys are walking down the street, you hear, as you change forms as you're having this conversation, quite pleased with yourselves on your successful looking difference. And as you're doing so, you hear a voice down the street go, "Hey, you!"
She's not even gonna look. She's not interested.
Yeah.
Elise
you
is gonna
hear
glance over and see who dares call at this noble.
Shimmer, you're going to hear the sound of feet running towards you. Elise, you're going to see two guards come, two town guards are going to kind of come rushing towards you guys. Not like running, but definitely at a quicker walking pace. Like, excuse me, stop.
Yeah, Shimmer is not paying attention to these guards at all because she doesn't realize they're actually talking to her. Like, why would they be doing that?
They're going to catch up fairly quickly. They are marching at double time. One of them is going to stand in front of you, hold out their hand, and they're going to say, "Excuse me."
What do you need? Do you not know who this is?
Clearly,
Can
we
you not tell
don't.
from the dress?
Why are you changing on the streets in the middle of the day?
This
She
is the daughter
raises
of
an eyebrow.
Nola. Of the Nata Company. Have you never heard of them?
What? What?
Straight up lying.
Roll me a deception check with them. You're gonna tell me this half elf is the daughter of a gnome?
Gnome elf.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Give me a deception check.
Yes, obviously.
26. Boom.
On her father's cousin's brother's nephew's roommate side.
Jeez.
Don't you see the family resemblance?
Someone got very lucky with a high elf woman in the family.
Roll me a deception check, Shimmer, with disadvantage, because your story contradicts what was just said.
I wasn't saying that to him. I was saying that as a player, not as Shimmer. It was just a joke. I wasn't actually saying that was what happened. Shimmer has absolutely no idea what Elise is talking about, so it's just letting her do their thing.
The guard is going to stop for a second, looking clearly flabbergasted momentarily. He goes, I was unaware that she had kids. But that's beside the point. You know it's against the rules to be shape-changing in the middle of the street, in the middle of the day. There are too many things around here where things have gone missing and nobody's seen what it was. We're in the middle of our investigation. So, who are you?
Has been no rule that I know of.
We've already told you who we are. We can just accept your rules, your silly little rules, and not continue shape-changing. It's fine. You leave us be, we'll continue on. Won't do any more shape changes. My word.
We're going to keep an eye on you two. If you'll hold still for just a moment, he's going to pull out a sketchbook, and he's going to do a rough draft of your two faces. The one that whatever you look like now, and whatever Shimmer looks like now. And he's going to be like, "We'll have people keep an eye on you." You continue making your way to the bazaar.
Yeah, Shimmer is just rolling her eyes, like, some people, like, and she's gonna, once they're gone, the guards are gone, she's gonna turn back into her regular form, which is just plain changeling.
Roll me a perception check.
Well,
God
can
damn,
I
we
do
already
that
told you.
before I change? Because did specifically say I wanted to do that when they left.
Yes.
19.
Okay. You make sure the coast is clear before you change back into yourself.
Like, who do these people think they are?
It is incredulous that they think they can harass a noble woman.
Indeed.
The nerve.
The nerve. So, you guys make your way to the bazaar. You're going to look for goods. So you have two options here. You can head to a general goods store and hope that you can find what you're looking for, or you can head for the black market and see if you can find what you're looking for there.
Maybe we can split up. One of us goes to the black market, the other goes to general goods.
Sure. What are we looking for?
I don't know. You guys are the
I
ones
don't
making
know
the
either.
heist.
Like,
I'm
I have plenty of stuff.
I don't know much about the heist industry, both as a player and probably as a character.
As far as I'm aware, you went out for a engineering pack. But
Yeah,
nobody really
that's
stopped
the
to
only
make a plan.
thing I know.
I don't think we need to go to the black market for a Dungeoneer's pack.
Probably not.
Do we need anything other than the engineer's pack for that robot?
I don't believe so. This should be all we need.
Then we should head off. Head to get the engineering's pack and maybe sit down, look over the blueprints more, come up with a plan.
All right. You walk into a general goods store. Your purchase of the engineering pack is very straightforward. It costs you about 5 silver.
Profit.
So
How much gold do I have left from the gold I was given?
24 and a half.
24 and a half.
Great profit.
You purchase your Dungeoneer's pack and you make your way back. Where are you going now? Are you headed back to the warehouse?
Probably somewhere private.
So does Shimmer have a place she's staying here?
Probably. She wouldn't. I don't think that she would want to stay, especially long term, in like a hotel or anything like that, or a hovel, place where other people could bother her. So she'd probably have gotten a place.
I know that feeling.
Because
So-
Elise would feel really self-conscious if she brought a noblewoman to her humble abode.
So, but Shimmer also probably isn't quite willing to trust Elise yet enough to let her into her home. But maybe the entryway.
Gonna hang out in an entryway for 10 hours?
Just lean up against the door, looking around. Totally not
Maybe
suspicious.
just like the maybe a sitting room, but like not have access to the rest of the house. Just the sitting room and a bathroom, a connected bathroom to the sitting room for the guests only.
Hmm. Okay. You make your way back to Shimmer's house, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
guess.
You make your way back to Shimmer's house. Shimmer, as you walk up towards the front door, roll me a perception check.
Oh, god damn it. I always lose it. 11.
You go to unlock your front door, and you notice that it is ajar.
No, it's a door.
She's gonna squint at that and hold an arm out to Elise, like, who the fuck is in my house?
Gonna say that with her arm?
No, she's gonna block Elise from walking any further and be like, and say that out loud. Like, who the fuck is in my house?
Elise will pull out her moon touch rapier, just in case there's something dastardly going on here.
Okay.
Hold up. Moon touched?
All it does is light.
Okay.
There's nothing. It's not strong or anything. It's just.
I thought it was like a weaker version of Moonbeam or something. So, like, if you hit a shape changer, it's like absolutely debilitating.
Nope, it's just bright light. Well, I don't know if it's bright.
So you
It's
hold
a
out
glow
your
stick
hand.
sword.
You stop Elise from getting any closer to the door. They pull out a weapon, ready to attack. Whatever. What are you doing next?
Do I have any spells? I have invisibility.
That'll work.
How many people can I cast this at?
1.
So I can, if I use a 3rd level pact slot. Yeah, I'm gonna use one of my pact spell slots to cast invisibility on both of us, and go into the house.
You're casting a twinned spell?
No, it's at higher than any level above 2nd. You can add an additional person. So I'm casting at 3rd level, which is my pact spell, my warlock spell slots, pact slots, whatever.
Is that how that works?
That's what it says.
At higher levels, when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, you can target one additional creature for each slot above 2nd level.
Yeah, it does say that. All right. I wonder when they added that. Weird. As far as I was concerned, it had always been a single target concentration spell. Oh, wow. Okay. You turn both of you invisible.
I'm going to keep a hand on Elise as well, so I don't, like, you're staying with me. You're not going anywhere, but like, you're also coming with me.
She doesn't mind. She gets it totally.
All right. Who's
So-
entering the house first?
I will. It's my house.
Okay. Tell me what you do.
I'm going to look to see if anything is out of place.
Roll me a perception check. With advantage, because it is your house.
15.
With 15, you slowly push the door open, stopping before the usual creak space. You know where that is. You sneak into your own house. You take a quick look to the left, to the right. You step further in. You find yourself in the living room, and you hear somebody rummaging through items in your kitchen. As you make your way forward, you find yourself in the doorway of your kitchen. Your hand still on Elise, and you see a cloaked figure going through your cupboards.
Do not have hold person. Okay, Eldritch Blast. Wait, no, I have Entangle. I have a Wand of Entanglement.
I can't
Specifically,
detain
so
them,
I will-
so I will murder.
Yeah, Wand of Entanglement gives me the ability to cast Entangle, so I will be doing that. Grasping Weeds, bring up on the ground. Creature in the area cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained until the spell ends.
Okay. Strength saving throw.
Eh,
I rolled a 1.
Okay, so it's restrained.
You cast your entangle on the person. As you do that, you lose your invisibility. The person standing there finds themselves wrapped up in thorns and vines, and you just hear him go. And that's where we're going to end our session today.
Dun, dun,
Well
dun.
done.
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
Anyway, that's where we're going to end our session today. As Whispers and Regate gets going, next week we're going to come in, we're going to find out who they are, what happened maybe, see if these people can properly plan a heist. Down in the description, you will find a link to our Discord, so if you want to come and join us, maybe offer suggestions for NPCs or items that you think that they might enjoy having, you will be free to do so. We will see you next week in the next episode. Bye!